Hello guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Blue Point TV. Where we talk about football and football related stories. Guys, please if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Blue Point TV, like the video. And then if you're watching the video on Facebook, follow the channel Blue Point TV, like and share the video. It's really important. Okay guys, we'll talk about Romeo Lavia, the Southampton midfielder. We'll also talk about Moises Caicedo because he has signed the contract as a Chelsea player, and I think the club have also announced the player as well. And then we'll talk about Neymar to Saudi Arabia. Okay, let's start here with the Southampton midfielder Lavia. Now there's a report saying Liverpool agreed £60 million for Lavia. But then the player decided that he doesn't want to go to Liverpool. He prefers to go to Chelsea. Now Chelsea also they are interested for Lavia. They have been in the mix, talking to the player. But it's just that they were just focused on getting the Caicedo deal done. So, like I said before, Liverpool agreed with Southampton for around £60 million. But then Chelsea will be paying, it seems Chelsea will be paying less to get the player, I think 50 million up front and then 5 million in add-on. So in all Chelsea, I think they'll be paying around 55 million for Lavia. Now, for this one, there's a report from Fabrizio Romano on this one. He said Romeo Lavia decided to join Chelsea as they wanted him already last summer. He joined Southampton for £12 million in July, and then Chelsea got £50 million proposal rejected on deadline day. Story revealed last summer now makes key impact on Lavia's future as he said yes to CFC move. Behind the scene, Chelsea wanted to sign Romeo Lavia on deadline day with £50 million verbal proposal rejected by Southampton. Of course, he is untouchable. Now, that was last season, the summer of last season, when the new owner just came in, into the club, and at the time they don't I feel like they don't have a plan that time, because they don't have any footballing, people to help them. So that was when they went for this player, when the player just signed for Southampton for around 12 million. So they wanted to get the player at that time for 50 million. But then, yeah, they were still in touch after they got the sporting directors. Now, one of the sporting directors, Joe Shield, I think that's his name, he was the one that brought Lavia to Southampton. He first of all brought Lavia to Manchester City Academy because he was working in the academy for Manchester City. So he brought Lavia to the academy for Manchester City. And then when he went to Southampton, he also brought Lavia to Southampton. And now he's at Chelsea. He was the one that was getting in touch to Lavia, trying to get the player. So he was the one that was communicating with Lavia. I feel like he's the reason why Lavia, came to, kind of agreed that he would prefer to play for Chelsea instead of Liverpool. So, yeah, the two clubs are talking, according to Fabrizio Romano, they are talking to agree on payment terms, they will kind of, how they will go about to pay the money for the player. So, yeah, I feel like it will be a good signing as well because I rate the player. I feel like Lavia is a good player. Yes, he's young, but as well, all these signings now are for the future. So, your thought and your opinion on this one, if eventually he signed the contract. Yeah, guys, let's talk about Moises Caicedo. Now, like I said before, Chelsea have signed the player have signed the contract. Now this is what Caicedo said there about signing for Chelsea. He said, Moises Caicedo unveiled as new Chelsea player on £115 million record deal. Then the player said that I am so happy to join Chelsea. I am so excited to be here at this big club. And I didn't have to think twice when Chelsea called me. I just knew I wanted to sign for this club, Chelsea. it is a dream come true to be here, and I can't wait. Now, I mean, it is clear that the player was loyal to the club. It is clear that the player really wants to play for the club. And yeah, like for me, I've said it already. I feel like I said he's a proper midfielder. And I feel like he would do well for Chelsea. Yes, the money that they paid for him is huge. I feel like they overpaid for him. But at the same time, he is so important on how I think Poch wants to play. So overpaying for a player, knowing that he will stay at the club for a very long time, he will stay at the club for 9, 10 years or even more. So we'll see how that one will go. And then, yeah, let's just talk some more about Caicedo. Now, I think this player has been following Chelsea. I think he's a Chelsea fan. Now there's reports saying he likes N'Golo Kante, that N'Golo Kante is his idol. Now there is this picture here where you know, he took this picture, back in the days with his mom. And then if you watch the Chelsea JC that he's putting on there, you will see the the sponsor there, three, which Chelsea were using before. And I think this picture was the season Chelsea won the Champions League. That's the top Chelsea we are using that period. So that alone will tell you that the player has been following the football club. Right from home, he has been following Chelsea. And then, so it's not a surprise that he wants to play for the club. It's not a surprise that the club is his dream club. And then there's another picture here again where he took with his mom again. Now this is when he signed the contract. This is when he is officially a Chelsea player. So yeah, so for me, it's not a surprise that the player wants to play for Chelsea because he has been following Chelsea. This is his club, you know. That's to tell you how loyal he is. That's to tell you how committed he is. So for me, I feel like he's a Chelsea boy already. And then we'll see what he will give when he will be playing for the club. So your thoughts and your opinion on this signing. Caicedo, so for me, he's a top player. And then, yeah, I'm just happy that Chelsea managed to get this deal. Okay, guys, let's talk about Neymar. Now, there's a report Neymar will be going to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. Now, report from Fabrizio Romano on this one. He said, here we go. Neymar Jr. will join Al Hilal on 2-year deal. Exclusive story confirmed. Document checked and approved by all parties. Neymar will sign the valid until June 30, 2025. Medical test later today. Then he will travel to Saudi. Neymar Jr. will also wear number 10 at Al Hilal. Presentation scheduled by the end of this week. Paris Saint-Germain received fee close to 100 million euros. Loan to Baka impossible. He will play for Al Hilal. Now, I mean, for me, of course, there's stories that came out that the player wants to leave, and then kind of an agreement between the two parties, Neymar and Paris Saint-Germain. It's not that he's forcing himself to leave, or it's not that the club were just forcing him to leave, but kind of the two parties are kind of okay. If there's any serious bid for you, you can leave. And I've been getting 100 million or close to 100 million euro for Neymar. It's not a surprise that Saudi Arabia, this club, are the only club that can afford him in terms of paying his wages. I don't think the Premier League club are ready because the other clubs that can get Neymar again are the Premier League clubs. So yeah, your thoughts and your opinion on Neymar going to Saudi Arabia, because I feel like nobody saw this one coming. Neymar going to Saudi Arabia, but at the same time we know that Saudi Arabian are kind of pulling weights now, getting some very good players, taking them to that side. So guys, your thoughts, your opinion on Neymar going to Saudi Arabia, your thoughts on Caicedo finally being announced as a Chelsea player, and of course, what's your thoughts on Romeo Lavia, eventually becoming Chelsea player and then reject Liverpool for Chelsea again? Your thought and opinion on all of this. Thank you, guys. And also, guys, if you're watching the video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and then you're not supposed to subscribe to the channel, and please and like the video. And then if you're watching the video on Facebook, please guys follow the channel and also like the video, share it as well. It means a lot. Thank you very much, and God bless while I see you again. Bye.